Hey, welcome to the live stream. We're going to be working on some John Calvin, getting this all tidied up here. So I have chapter 2 that I'm working on. I have a document over here on this other screen. John Calvin, Institutes of the Christian Religion, Book 1, The Knowledge of God the Creator. Chapter 2, What is the knowledge of God, and what is the purpose of knowledge of God? So that's what's on the agenda for tonight. And looking forward to moving on to this next chapter. So this stage is pretty much all just like layout and tedious work where I have to drag in the text from the document into into this document and lay it out where I think it should go for the panels. So the first thing I do is I bring the text over and I try and see I'll try and see what how many panels each part of the script is gonna have to take. So first, I'm on this first page, and that's gonna be just like the cover page. So that's gonna be. Let me get my color wheel over here. There we go. That's gonna be the title page. So that's not too difficult because, well, I don't want it to go upside down. The knowledge of God the Creator. So book 1. Okay. And I'm using Clip Studio Paint, which is a program created specifically for making comics. Let's see, how do I do this? Okay. It doesn't have the greatest text editor, but I like it for pretty much everything else that it does. I haven't used it for a long time, but it's been growing on me as like one of my favorite or top drawing programs for making comics. I just really like the brush engine and some of the other features. So yeah, and then I just go through here. You guys can't see my whoops. You don't see my document over here that I have open. Chapter 2. Okay. And I will center that text, enter that down. So this is going to be placeholder text here. And then I will get around and start illustrating that. So it's kind of like, here's what I did for book 1. I don't know if you can see that. Book 1, The Knowledge of God, the Creator. Yeah, I'll do something similar for chapter 2. Alright. Now page 3. Oh, where did my document go? Probably just bring that over here. Here we go. So we have frame 1, Calvin, frame 2, and I'm just going to copy up to frame 8. Gonna move this back over here. Don't need that anymore. Now, I'm just going to create a big old line of text here. Whoa, what just happened? Okay, because it was so much text. Was not expecting that, so I'm going to do this a different way. Oh, where did it go? Here it is. Frame 1. Copy. Put that over there. Oh, I should have copied one of these first. Doing everything out of order. Right, copy that. Roger, roger. This here. Now where did it go? I don't know. Where is it? Oh, it's not there. There it is. Don't need that page anymore. Now, back to my script. Now I can copy, paste, what does it really mean to know God? What is the purpose of this knowledge? So I'm just gonna break this up into a workable chunk. Get rid of everything I don't need. Oops, no. This to go up here. And what is the purpose of this knowledge? There, that's a workable chunk right there. I like to have it go kind of like a why is the white always selected? I like to have it kind of go fit within a shape like that, kind of, for the flow of what's going to be in the word balloons, because that just works better for a rounded word bubble going around it. So that's kind of my philosophy of word balloons. All right, now pushing all the wrong buttons. Next, I need, so this is all Calvin talking. Firstly, there is a really big difference between knowing about God and knowing God personally as our Heavenly Father. Hey, that fits pretty good into that shape that I like here. So that's about 2 panels right there. 2 panels worth of talking. Oh, and it does that. So I'm gonna have to dot. No matter how much knowledge you have about God, if you do not know and experience God, oops, what just happened? Don't know what's happening here. There we go. That's what I want. Okay. That can be panel 4. Four panels so far. I don't. I think you can fit a lot in in a page. So I can go up to like 8 or 9 panels on a page, but I don't really like going more than 9 panels. It gets a little clunky unless they're really small panels for a specific purpose. I think it's good to have some breathing room for the reader so that not everything is just boom, 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 boom. Panel, panel, panel. Sometimes it's good to create those nice big, simple panels for some breathing room. Okay, so that's about 6 panels right there. Typically, I'll do, well, with something like this, it's gonna be, it's 2 people talking to each other, one person explaining something to the other person. And so it's going to be about 1 person per panel. 2 at the most. And I've got some notes in here for me from the author, which I will put in here. As a note to myself. And I will make that gray, just so I don't get confused with the other stuff. There we go. Looks like one more here for this section. Sometimes I'll look at the script and I'll break it up into sections, and I don't necessarily want to break those sections up on pages, so I'll try to keep it so that one section represents one page, and I'll try to keep everything in that one page from that section. So here's 9 word balloons. That's it's actually not terribly a lot. Some of these I could combine into single panels, and I will get to that part a little bit. Maybe right now. So here I just create a new layer. This is a sketch pencil that I created just to look like a pencil. So I'll read through the text, and what does it really mean to know God, and what is the purpose of this knowledge? So I'm trying to think of where I came from in chapter 1 leading up to this point. It was right here where the 2 characters are about ready to walk this way on a journey. To learn more about the knowledge of God. Okay. And down here, what does it really mean to know? I like to do an establishing shot in the beginning. So maybe a wide panel we'll do here. And we'll have this text box maybe we'll only have this text box. We'll have it over here. Whoops. Yeah. And then I'll move all these things down. So then the second, third, fourth, fifth. Okay. Just had to make sure I wasn't messing it up. Firstly, there's a real big difference. So first, he has a first. Does he have a second? I don't know. Maybe it's on the other page. Firstly, there's a real big difference between knowing about God and knowing God personally as our Heavenly Father. This is going to be a smaller panel. I'm going to break into this. be a bigger panel and then another smaller panel. So we'll break it up because one of these some of these things are Calvin speaking about what he writes in the Institutes. Let's just start with this. This, and then we'll end with another long panel. Let me just zoom out a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. I think that'll work. Just need to bring this up here. This here, this here, and this up here. All right, page 1 is roughly laid out. So that's a rough layout. It's going to take a while to get through all of the rough layouts. But once all of these rough layouts are done, I can then go in and clean them up. Sometimes it means rearranging the panels, sometimes it means taking out panels, sometimes it means adding panels and mixing pages together. So depending on what I feel needs to be done as I get through the rest. So I'll go through the entire script, do this with every page, and then once that's done, I'll go through it again, look at each page, figure out if I can condense some of it, or if I have too big of a panel for one scene, or if I could make it smaller and still keep the idea there. So a lot of tweaking at this stage. Then once that's done, then I can go in and sketch in all the characters and get those in there, and then I'll pencil it, which means I clean up the sketches. So penciling is basically just a cleaned up version of the sketch, where all the proportions are where I want them to be before I start inking it. Inking and coloring are the final stages. And inking is typically the fastest stage for me. The sketch and layout phase is always the most daunting, because that's where the idea comes in, and you have to take the idea from your mind and put it into the page, and sometimes that's just a real mess for me. But you work on it enough and it gets to a point where you can make sense of it. So, well, now on from that rant, the spiel, onto page 2. So I'm using his pages as guidance for my pages here. Oh, so this is only 6 pages. Nice. So we'll have some nice little chapter discussions at the end of each chapter. So that'll be fun. This chapter may not be as long as the first one. this could go quicker than I thought it would. Allow me to illustrate. Allow me to illustrate. Pun intended. Okay, let me save that. Close. Oh no. I don't want to close that. Wait. Save. Close. This. There we go. Actually, I do need this because I need to copy and paste the text. There we go. So now I switch from screen to screen. So go from that monitor to this monitor. Allow me to illustrate. It's the first line. Oh, and then we've got a note. Oh, frames 9 and 10 can go together if you like. Yes. Okay. All right. I'm okay with that. I'm always good with condensing things down. I went through the first chapter after I had gone through and done all the layouts and rough sketches, and I was looking at it, I was thinking, you know, I could probably condense a lot of this. I condensed it down, and I took out 3 entire pages that I was able to delete because I was able to condense those into other pages. So and it still worked how I wanted it to work. So that is just the power of condensing. Keep losing my my script here. It's click on the window and it like disappears. It's just being weird. I don't know. So I need to highlight this, copy, and paste. There we go. And then I just go through and oh, why did I do that? There we go. All right, this. In the same way, it is not enough to merely believe that there is a God. Whoa. My keyboard is off to the side of me over here, and so as I'm trying to type things, I'm typing the wrong ones because I'm not directly in front of it. I just felt you needed to know that. Oh, I need to 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next is this. Copy and paste. Dot dot dot. What is that called? Ellipsis? Is that what it's called? I get that confused with an ellipse, which is just a circle. I'm gonna use this tool here. Copy paste. There we go. Add that there. And this is, in fact, what true piety is. Paste that over here. There we go. All right. Let's see. No matter. Here, I'm going to bring this over here so I can see it better. That way I can do this a little quicker. I won't have to keep switching screens. Can't talk. Yeah, that's a lot quicker. Okay, I'm going to go to the next page, and like I said, I'm creating each one of these pages as if it's its own comic book page. And, well, I guess I need to get one of these. I have to copy and paste these little text areas. Because they already have the formatting set in them. If I created a new text box, each time I would have to redo all of the formatting for every time I created a new one. So this just helps remove that block, or that speed trap, would you call it? That. And do that. Grab this. Boy, I tell you, this is quite a tedious job. It has to be done in order to know how the layout is going to happen. It's probably the most important job because it lays the foundation for what the whole chapter is going to look like. So I just continue to copy these, paste them, and grab the text from the script, add it in, and voila. And after this page, I only have three more left, so that is a good thing. we go. Just 2 more here. There we go. All right, page 6. Well, page 4 of comic text. Oh, I need to. I always forget to do this. Copy, paste that up there. Grab that. Oh, here's another note. This is from Calvin's commentary on James. I'm not sure if I need to add that to the comic or not. That's something I'll have to ask about. What did I just do? There we go. Moving too fast. I'm getting ahead of myself. My favorite stage of this process is always the inking. I just love laying down the final lines. Just inking in general is something I really enjoy. I think growing up and reading Calvin and Hobbes by Bill Watterson really gave me a love for line art and just the thickness and thinness that you can get from an ink brush when you're inking a comic. I just love that. I remember just sitting and just looking at the lines and seeing how Bill Watterson drew the things that he did and trying to figure it out just by looking and studying it. I especially loved his trees. I don't know what just happened. I just lost my... There it is. My script just disappeared. There, that's actually from the next page over, but felt like... Feels like I need to add these to this section, so I'm going to do more thing here, so that whole thing is part of one long section. It looks like so. Do the same thing over here. Oh, I did it again. Lost my document. There it is. Oh. All right. We did it. Thank you for hanging with me in there through getting all that stuff laid out and pulled in from the script. Calling it a night for now. We got that one thing, that tedious work is done. And now I can put that behind me and move forward onto laying out the panels and getting everything ready for the final story art to be put on. I'm excited that this is a shorter chapter than the previous one, and I think that this is going to be good. So thank you again for tuning in. Thanks for hanging with me through this process, and I appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon to get notified when I go live, and check out the shop. That helps me keep doing this. When we're able to send orders out, it's fire under me to keep going at this. So appreciate all your support, and you can check that out at RefToons.com. We have some catechisms, coloring books, keychains, and some discounted items as well. So thank you again, and I will see you next time.